The supervisor's tendency to blank minor issues often created an atmosphere that employees found blank and unnecessary. When faced with a two-blank question like this one, the first thing we'll do is read the full sentence and try to understand its overall meaning, even with both words missing. Then, before looking at the choices, we'll try filling each blank with our own simple placeholder word based on the context. Often, the structure of the sentence will give us a clue about how the two blanks relate to one another, whether the sentence is showing contrast, cause and effect, or adding two similar ideas. After that, we'll take a look at the choices. Because each option gives us a pair of words, both words in the pair must fit our sentence. If one word doesn't work, we can mark that entire choice off. With this in mind, let's take a closer look at our sentence. We see that the supervisor has a tendency to do something to minor issues, and this tendency created an atmosphere that employees found something and unnecessary. The word unnecessary tells us that the atmosphere was more than what the situation called for. Because these are minor issues, the supervisor is likely giving them too much attention or handling them in an exaggerated way. With this in mind, we might fill the blanks with something like overreact to minor issues, creating an atmosphere employees found stressful and unnecessary. Now that we have our placeholder words in mind, let's take a look at our choices. A. Overemphasize minor issues, a welcome atmosphere. Overemphasize means to give something excessive importance, which does fit well with the idea of treating minor issues too seriously. However, welcome is positive, and it doesn't make sense to say employees found the atmosphere welcome and unnecessary at the same time. Because the second word doesn't fit, we can mark this choice off. B. Resolve minor issues, a tense atmosphere. Resolve means to fix or solve something. That doesn't match the idea of creating an atmosphere that goes beyond what's needed. Solving minor issues wouldn't produce an unnecessary atmosphere. While tense could describe a negative atmosphere, the first word doesn't fit, so we can mark this pair off. C. Amplify minor issues, a constructive atmosphere. Amplify means to increase or make something more intense, which fits well with the idea of giving minor issues more weight than they deserve. However, constructive means helpful or useful, which doesn't match an atmosphere employees find unnecessary. Because the second word doesn't work, we can mark this choice off. D. Downplay minor issues, a welcoming atmosphere. Downplay means to make something seem less important, which is the opposite of treating minor issues in a way that creates an unnecessary atmosphere. Welcoming is also positive and doesn't pair well with unnecessary. Because neither word fits our sentence, we can mark this choice off. And D. Escalate minor issues, a stressful atmosphere. Escalate means to intensify or increase the seriousness of something, which matches our placeholder word. This would take minor issues and make them feel bigger than they are. Stressful fits well with an atmosphere employees find unnecessary, as something stressful can easily feel like more than needed. Because both words fit our context, we can go ahead and mark this choice as our final answer.